The general sentiment GW2 community fosters is that putting words Gunzerker and viable in the same sentence without strong negation in between them should land you a nice cozy bedroom with pillows on walls. That sentiment, however, is doomed from the start, as the Gunzerker is ironically the most capable of utilizing all and any buffs meant to propagate Berserker builds. Strength recently received a touch of love from arena nerds in form of restorative strength going from granting 5 stacks of might to 2 stacks alongside 4 seconds of resistance, which combined with resistance from Bloody Roar totals to 7 seconds of ignoring blindness, weakness, slows and other debilitating conditions. Meaning Strength 2-3-1 is even more fine-tuned to fit Gunzerker's needs. Arms 2-3-1 and Berserker 3-1-1 might surprise some of you, but I'll explain everything as we go. Berserker Amulet, Relic of Warrior, Rune of Scholar, earned for weapons, rifle and dual swords, sigils of exploitation in both weapon sets, separation in rifle and opportunity in swords. Savage Instinct is easy to explain. If someone opens on you and you open onto him simultaneously, you get that 1 second of strike damage invulnerability, allowing you to win DPS race to the first down state against wheelbenders, scrappers, sometimes thieves and mesmers, as well as remaining plethora of bursty boys. Not to mention, you don't really need extra crit from Smash Brawler if you're already running Burst Precision, and you get emergency stun break that will occasionally save your juicy rear in a tense situation. Dual swords are a little more complex situation, as most sites and build guides would recommend you dual axes, or axe warhol instead. I am proponent of dual swords for a simple reason. They are close to axes in damage potential, part of which is ranged, whilst giving you reliable block, mobility and source of bleeding, thanks to which you get crit chance from deep strikes in arms. Whilst Blade Master reduces cooldown of all your sword skills. And no, that comparison to axe damage wasn't at all colorized or exaggerated. How about 24,000 damage in a combo, outside of rage? Or maybe 10,000 damage raw flurry? With Blade Master Augmented Swords, you pack a leap on 5.5 second cooldown, block as riposte on 12 second cooldown, and a kill combo with Impale Rip Final Thrust, also on a 12 second cooldown. Not to mention, for all intents and purposes, Flurry is just literally better version of 100 Blades. On top of which, its primal variant, Flaming Flurry, also hits like nobody's business, and burning from it is no joke either. With swords, you remain dangerous even when out of rage and under pressure from any of your direct counters, while remaining more mobile and more able to shrug off said pressure, making you more dangerous at multiple different range thresholds, and more likely to stay up and running for long enough that you get an opportunity to strike back at your foe than typical Axe Berserker would. Sure, skill floor for swords is higher, but so is the skill ceiling. Skilled dual swords Gunzerker can win fights that would be hopeless both for typical power Berserker and for typical Gunzerker. It's of course not strong enough to trivialize every encounter, but definitely strong enough to give you a fighting chance against thieves, mesmers, spellbreakers, wheelbenders, and all those cocky duelists thinking they auto-win in melee just because you're a squishy meme build, and forgetting that they are just as squishy to you as you are to them, and that you are not to be underestimated, even outside of rage. Dual Swords Arms Strength Gunzerker is the strongest, most reliable, both in rage and outside of it, version of Gunzerker. Don't get me wrong, it is still a build that's basically countered by an enemy walking towards it, but even if you get jumped on, you have a second of damage immunity, can disengage easier with Savage Leap, cover your disengage with a block, or just save fudge it and introduce some schmack to one of your damage combos. Not to mention, Flaming Flurry can easily fire backwards, and with a little detargeting, retargeting bullshittery involved, so can Gunflame, meaning you can harass whoever chases you with either of them, or use that knowledge to blast your opponent into Grenth's welcoming embrace when they think you're retreating. With these few tricks, as well as general knowledge of good positioning, you can climb to seriously decent rank, and with a little bit of luck, maybe we can scratch platinum with this meme stick before the next one arrives. And when new one comes, who knows? Maybe spear rifle will become new meta day one, or maybe something else overshadows it completely. Anyway, if you made it this far, I recommend checking out the Den of Lunacy that is Bullshit Brigade's Discord server, our guild on EU side of things, and Patreon for those in need for quick and easy way to waste money. And with all that out of the way, Crabface out.